Okay, looks like, okay, we are here. Okay, hello everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm very, very happy to be with you today. I am Magdala. Yes, time of Christmas. It brings so many emotions and so many situations within the self. And today that it is a Christmas day, I want to send this love to everyone. Love is the one that heals. Everything is about that love that you are. And as we grow in consciousness, as we understand this very beautiful nature that we are, it really brings the true protection that we need. We send this very beautiful gift, the gift of the light ceremony for everyone. The light codes has been very, very intense in this time space, and the understanding of that light that you are, it is imperative at this time. We have been working in big deal in understanding what is that identity and where it is coming from. That identity comes with a programming that it was installed in you at very early age. A programming that in some way or another it has been deciding where you're going and what's going on with you. Yet deep inside, it is this so powerful being, this beautiful light body, light entity that you are, that it is also being activated at this time, so to speak, activated, because it has always been there. But at the moment that you put attention into that light body, everything changes, everything moves in a very different way. And understanding where that identity is coming from and that part of you that it feels so separated, yet deep inside, you know that you have never been alone. You know that you have a work here to do. You know that your lessons of love has been very, very prevalent in every aspect of your being. Understanding the human being is understanding yourself. And the only one that you need to reach is you. And it has always been there because what it is, that beautiful nature of you, it is very powerful to comprehend because by nature, you know how to navigate these powerful times. Yes, it is so much wars and destruction everywhere in the world. There is so much chaos that constantly you feel it in your being because it is not your nature. Yet you have this call that this is your time. This is the time that you bloom. This is the time that you are able to understand those identities and those identities that it has been ruling you, and you are very much integrating every part of what happened that creates that identity. And that integration, it is taking place in so many levels of consciousness, yet all is bonded into one. You are love. You have always been love. And that love that you are, it is your own liberation. You have always have this beautiful light body. You have always been alive. Yet you needed to come into a realm. And come, I'm putting this in quotes, really, because Understanding about what is going on and what happened, it's very, very important. You have always been alive. You have always been this beautiful being. Yes, you forgot many things when it was that time of the programming or the installation of that part of you that it creates so many identities, versions of yourself, accordingly to different experiences. Yet all this is bonded into one part of you that recognizes who you are. Your existence, it is bonded with the one that created you. It has always been that way. There is a perfection in everything. There is a divine order of everything. And it might be true that in this time you do feel so disconnected. And it might be that all these wars and all these chaotic times about it, it is bringing you down in many levels of consciousness. Yet, when you raise your consciousness and understand who you are by dropping those connections, it really brings a very different story. Letting go. Letting go has become such a powerful tool because you're not your experiences, yet you are what you learn. What you learn in every experience. You know that reality, only you can see that reality. Nobody can see that reality but you. Those parts within yourself are very, very important because when you are able to change the perspective, the perception of reality, the whole thing begins to change again. You understand that you are in an hologram, inside of an hologram. And it is not the hologram that rules you. When you bond into the one that created you, it really brings a very, very different story. Because you begin to see the things the way that this beautiful understanding of God that you have within yourself are seeing it. You live in that world of oneness, and it has always been that. And at the same time, that world of oneness is about that freedom that you are. This freedom, it has to do with let the people be. And they have everyone their own process, their own time and space. And when we poke on those things, the network in your head, it really creates a very different story. It brings your power back. When you recognize that you don't need to be a beggar of love, that in every time that you bring the presence of your own presence, you receive and give love, an existence that it brings back that light body that you have always been, a presence of your own presence that when you use it more and understand, just adjust who you are into that beautiful presence of yours, it really creates a very different scenarios, a very different perspective. Yes, the hologram can be funky at times, huh? But you must realize that it is not what it rules you, because you are and you have always been that free. That beautiful freedom that you are is not something that you need to fight for it. Yet it is work involved in it to adjust your new vision, your new understanding of who you are for real. not through a version of yourself, not through an identity that constantly separates you. You want love. You are love. It is the time of bringing the understanding of love and love that understands. What does this mean? It means that union of polarities. It means bringing your mind into your heart, and that heart of yours, that it has a memory, that it has all this incredible knowledge to bring it into revelation into your mind. It is you, the one who enlightens. This version of you, this part of you that you have your divine gene, is the one that enlightens you and enlightens the mind, enlightens that part of you that it needs some work. Mind is beautiful. We just need to learn how to use it in a good way. You are not your thoughts. You have never been your thoughts. You can choose. And dropping the thoughts that it drains you, it has been the work. Those parts of you that feels you're not good enough, those parts of you that it feels constantly so separated, those thoughts of you that engage you into your own darkness, that judge you constantly. It is up to you being able to drop those thoughts. You can always put a stop in those thoughts. How do you do that? You can say, I order the part of myself that knows how to do this, to make me aware of those thoughts and stop thoughts that they're not for my highest good anymore. Those parts of you that it feels constantly that you're begging for love or blaming you for absolutely everything. There is so much going on in the world, and it gets into you. I understand this. But when we are able to raise that consciousness and not allowing thoughts and emotions that is just going to drag you down, it really creates a very different story. And that's the work. That is those parts in you that it needs some work. And the egos are popping up, memories and situations, and oh my gosh, so many of those experiences that it is unresolved business are popping in. Yet, when you change the perception of every experiences and every emotion, immediately comes into a very different story. You are beautiful being. You are remembering. Really, it's not that you're becoming light. It's just that you're remembering who you are. You are remembering that you are light. Check on those belief systems. Many of those belief systems are so obsolete. And still they're ruling you. A belief is the things that you are living into it. How do you would change those beliefs? First, you need to uncover what is it of those beliefs that you have and is still operation and still active. And that was part of what it creates that identity. In that it needs to be revised in one way or the other. And it comes through thoughts. And it comes through emotions. And it comes through that place within yourself that you want to comprehend a bigger picture. But the identity cannot see the bigger picture. Only the one that it is bonded with the one that created you can see the bigger picture. And you are that. You have always been that. If you look closely, you will remember why you choose to come into this realm. In all this perfection that everything is, it is you the one who rules the hologram. It is you the one who's pushing these buttons. And it is not the hologram that provides raising your consciousness. It is you living in that entrega. It is so beautiful because it's understanding this perfection that it is in everything. A perfection that it is in all your relations in one way or the other. Sometimes things happened about it because something is going to shift. And that shifting, it is a very important thing for you right now. You have all the relations inside of you. Every person that you love or you ever love. Every person that you have not met, but my gosh, you're going to love that person so much. It is already there as part of those experiences. Now, how do you react into it? That's the difference. As you begin to go higher and higher, yeah, there is those egos that they are pushing too. But those egos are being dissolved. Being dissolved by changing that perception of reality, by that bonding that you have with the one that created you. Everything in this time and space is about this triad. Your male, your female, and you. Everything, that's the first door to walk into many dimensions. It has to do with your male and female, means your mind and your heart. It really has nothing to do with sex preferences. It has to do with what is in that world of yours that nobody has access but you. That place in you where all the creations and all what you know, it is taking place. I want you to remember constantly that those two hearts that you have, one that contains all the experiences and pain and suffering, there is another heart behind this, the heart that it is bonded with the one that created you. And this one is the one that heals. This one is the one that reveals. This one is the one that it makes you remember who you are. This one has access to this library of the multiverse, a place that you go there and ask all the questions that you need in this moment. In all these parts of you that needs answers, it is all there in one way or the other. Understanding the freedom that you have always been is understanding also the freedom that everyone has. All your family members, they have their purpose. They have their journey. They have the understanding of that humanness. It has really nothing to do with you. And when you feel this and understand this, my gosh, it's such a big liberation. Yes, it might be that some forgiveness is implicit. Forgiveness to yourself, forgiveness to others, and ask for forgiveness. But it will be a time that forgiveness is not going to be even necessary because you understand that divine order of how it works. And that is the beautiful liberation of what it means to be human and what it means to be you in your uniqueness, in that bonded, in that triad, that divine triad that you are doing. Now, for when I was little and they told me about Father and Son and the Holy Spirit are one and the same. And I keep on asking what it means. And they say it's a dogma, you need to swallow it. And it took some time for me to comprehend that really it's a mathematical equation. One complement the two and three. Three complementing two in one. What is it in this part of you that you are able to even comprehend yourself in this beautiful triad? The Holy Spirit. It is your feminine side, the one that reveals. It is about the mother, the father. It is that divine order. It is your way of living and how it is bonded into this perfect divine order. And it is you. You as this beautiful being that you have always been. So powerful. When you understand this triad, that it is happening within you, it is so beautiful because healing is possible and it is coming by that love that you are, and that love bringing the understanding and understanding love, and how we are all bonded into one. Yes, it is true that these situations in the world, it might be even worse. And it is part of what is that identities that it has been ruling you are beginning to disappear. And that creates some chaos until you catch the dance again, until you begin to comprehend this in a deeper manner. Well, I wanted to touch base and wish you Merry Christmas and telling you really Feliz Navidad, which is very much about you in this very beautiful, powerful time. It is the time to remember. I am you. I am Magdala. Remember to go into our website, magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. Join us into the school. You need to remember who you are. We are having intense and beautiful teachings that they are coming forward. Teachings that it has been already within yourself, and just bring it into those revelations. Download Messages from the Great Mother, an app that it will show you all these perfect synchronicities. Join us into these powerful ceremonies that are coming next year. We have priestess ceremony, moondance, we have vision quest, we have many other ceremonies. And keep on sending your emails. Tlatzokomate, tlatzokomate, tlatzokomate. I am you. I am Magdala.